My name is Kat, and today I will be doing my February wrap-up. So, I didn't do a whole lot of reading in February. It's a short month, okay? It's the shortest of the months. And I kind of started daily vlogging on my other channel, so I've been busy. I did manage to finish 5 books, though 2 of them were graphic novels, and I'm still 2 books behind in my year-long reading challenge, so I do have to make that up in the coming months here, but I think I can do it. Like, I'm still pretty confident that I can hit that 100 book goal this year. I'm still gonna try. I'm still trying. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about these 5 books that I finished in February. Alliteration. So first up, I read The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about this book because I don't want to spoil you at all, and also I already did a book talk for it, so if you're interested in learning more about this book or the first book in the trilogy, I will link both of those videos down below. But basically, I am just loving this trilogy so much. Like, it's already one of my favorite series of all time, and I haven't even finished it yet. Though I will be finishing it very soon. More on that in a moment. Next up, I read The Ruby Circle by Rochelle Mead. This is the 6th and final book in the Bloodline series, the spin-off series from the Vampire Academy, and I do not own a physical copy of this book because I read it on my Kindle. Now, I'm not really gonna get into the plot at all because I don't want to spoil you, but my feelings for this book are a little bit conflicted. When I was reading it, I was loving it. It was so great to be back with Adrian and Sydney and the whole gang, but I think I wanted to like this book more than I actually did. And that's not to say that I didn't like it, because I did like it, I just didn't love it like I wanted to. For the most part, it was satisfying and it was a really fun, fast read, but at times I felt like maybe it was a bit too fast. Like, we rushed through some scenes that maybe could have been expanded a bit more. I love the characters, I love the world, I love the story, but I just felt like as a finale, it was missing a little of that, like, something extra. Like, it could have been more epic. But yeah, again, I did still really enjoy this book, and I love the series overall, but I was expecting a little bit more from this finale. Next up, I have here Anya's Ghost by Vera Brosgol. This is about a girl named Anya who falls down a well and meets a ghost. The ghost wants to be her friend, and Anya could use a friend right now, even a dead one, so she goes along with it. But of course, there are some downsides to having a ghost as a friend, and Anya's about to find that out the hard way. I really enjoyed this one. The art was great and the story was really cool and had a couple of nice surprises in there. But I didn't love the characters. I had trouble relating to Anya, especially in the beginning. Like, by the end, she does evolve a little bit, but I still never found myself, like, loving her and really identifying with her. I did really enjoy her journey, though, and watching her grow a little bit, and overall, I did really like this. Then I have here In Real Life by Cory Doctorow and Jen Wang. This is about a girl named Anda who is really into this online game called Course Gold. But things get a little bit complicated when she befriends a gold farmer, someone who illegally collects items in-game to sell to people for real money. Anda knows that this is totally against the rules, but this gold farmer is doing this as his job to make a living for him and his family. And the lines between right and wrong get a little bit blurry when someone's livelihood is actually at stake here. I loved everything about this except for how short it was. The art, the characters, the story, it was all great, but it felt more like a graphic short story than a graphic novel. As someone who plays MMOs, I was kind of hoping to connect to that aspect of it a little bit more, but it seemed like some of the details were kind of glossed over, which I imagine was done to make this book more accessible for people who aren't familiar with MMOs, and that combined with the fact that this was so short just made me feel like it was really a missed opportunity. Like, we could have really delved into more aspects of MMO culture without sacrificing any of the story here. But yeah, again, I did really enjoy this, and I'm also just really enjoying this exploration into graphic novels that I've been embarking on lately, because I haven't read a bad one yet. Like, I've only read like 5, but none of them have been bad yet. So yeah, I'm digging the graphic novels. And finally, I read Slammed by Colleen Hoover. This is the book that I had to read this month to complete my TBR jar challenge. My challenge was to read a book that someone else picked out for me. So I enlisted Christine to pick out a book, and this is what she chose. So I read it, and I loved it. This was my second Colleen Hoover book, and definitely my favorite of the 2 that I've read. It's about a girl named Lakin who meets this boy Will, and they have an immediate connection, and they're really liking each other, but then something comes up that prevents them from being together, and they have to figure out how to deal with their feelings or overcome this obstacle. There were so many things that I liked about this book. Like, the characters were great, and there was some awesome character development. The romance, I loved it, the story and the angst. But one of my favorite aspects has to be the slam poetry. I just thought it was so well done, and the way it was written made me really slow down and savor it, and I thought it was so powerful and well written, and I really liked that aspect a lot. It just added so much to a book that was already good and elevated it to great. I already have a couple other Colleen Hoover books on my shelves, unread, just calling my name, so I will definitely be reading more by her very soon here. So those were the 5 books that I finished, and now I want to quickly mention 2 books that I'm currently reading. First is The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. I had to pause my reading of this because I knew I wanted to do a book talk for it as soon as I finished it, and I also knew that I wasn't going to have time to film that at the end of February. So I stopped reading it just for a little bit, and I'm planning to resume it very soon, and then yes, I will be making a video discussion about this book. Also, I'm currently reading A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I wanted to finish this in February so bad, but same situation as with The Hero of Ages. I want to film a video about it when I finish, and I didn't have time to do that. But I will be finishing this book and making a video about it just as soon as I can here. Alright, that is it. Those are the books I finished and did not finish, but tried to finish in February. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great night, and I will have another video up soon, so I will see you then. Goodbye! Hello, my name is Kat, and today is a day. Next up, I read The Ruby Circle by Rochelle Mead, and I have a beautiful picture of the never mind, scratch beautiful, this cover sucks. And that, combined with how short this was, just really made me wish that I wasn't interrupted by helicopters and planes and loud noises. And I have nothing else to say in this video today. Rhyming.